A long time ago, in a quiet village called Mapendo, there lived a young woman named Zuberi. She was 22 years old and very beautiful. But more than her looks, people liked her because she was kind, soft-spoken, and always ready to help others. Every morning, she came to the market with fresh fruits and vegetables. Everyone wanted to buy from her because her goods were the best. The villagers liked talking to her, and many young men wanted to marry her. Zubere, one of them, would say, "You are so kind and lovely, will you be my wife?" But Zuberi always smiled and replied gently, "Thank you, but I'm not ready." She spoke with respect and kindness, but no one really knew who she was or where she lived. Every day she came early to the market and left before sunset. People started talking. "Where does she go?" some asked. "Does she live alone? Is she from this village at all?" But Zuberi never gave them answers. She just smiled and went on with her work. No one had ever followed her, and no one had seen her house. It was like she disappeared after the market. One day, a young man named Jabari, who was 27 years old, came to the village. He was a traveler who sold spices and cloth in different villages. That morning, he came to Mapendo to do business. As he walked through the market, his eyes stopped at Zuberi's stall. He had never seen someone like her before. Calm, beautiful, and peaceful. He walked up and said with a smile, "Hello, I'm Jabari. Your fruits look fresh. What's your name?" Zuberi smiled gently and said, "I'm Zuberi. Nice to meet you. Would you like mangoes or bananas?" Jabari bought some fruit, but he didn't leave right away. He stayed to talk. They spoke about simple things, the weather, the village, and where he had traveled. Jabari was happy to meet her and started coming to the market every day just to see her. Day by day, their talks became longer and their smiles became warmer. Jabari felt something growing in his heart. He was falling in love. One evening, as the market was closing, Jabari saw Zubari getting ready to leave. The sun was almost gone and the sky turned orange. He said, "It's getting dark. Let me walk you home." Zuberi looked at him quietly. She paused for a moment. "Thank you," she said, "but I'll be fine." Jabari didn't give up. "Please, I insist. I don't want you to walk alone." After thinking for a moment, Zuberi agreed. They started walking through a narrow path behind a village. It got darker with every step. The trees around them became tall and quiet. Suddenly, Jabari felt something cold touch his back. He turned quickly. No one was there. His heart beat faster. He looked at Zuberi. She kept walking without saying anything. He stopped. "Zuberi," he said in a shaky voice, "I feel something strange. I think I should go back." Zuberi turned around slowly. Her voice was soft but serious. "It's okay, Jabari. You can go back if you're scared." Her words were calm, but they made Jabari nervous. He nodded and turned around. Then he ran. He didn't stop until he reached his house. From that day on, he never came back to the market. Zubari watched him from a distance, feeling sad, but she said nothing. She had always known this would happen. No one ever stayed once they got too close. Zuberi missed Jabari after he stopped coming to the market. She had started to like him too. He was kind and funny. She wished things could be different, but she knew it would always end the same, because Zuberi had a secret, a big one. She was not a normal human girl. She came from a magical family deep in the hidden forest beyond Mapendo. Her family were shapeshifters. They could change into animals, spirits, or even vanish into the air. Zuberi was the only one in her family who could stay in human form all the time. Her parents loved her very much, but were always afraid that humans would hurt her. "Zuberi," her mother warned. You must never fall in love with a human. They are not like us. They will never understand who we are. When Jabari began visiting Zuberi often, her parents grew worried. They thought she might fall in love and leave the forest world. So, one night, they decided to scare him. It was her uncle, a spirit who could turn into wind, who touched Jabari's back with his cold hand. It was only meant as a warning, not to hurt him. But it was enough. Jabari never came back. Zuberi was heartbroken. She sat by the stream near the forest and cried. I only wanted a friend, she whispered to the trees. I only wanted to be normal. One night she made a big decision. She walked deep into the forest and stood before her parents. I love you, she said, but I want to live my life. I want to stay in the village. I want to make my own choices. Her parents were sad, but they listened. Her mother said, the human world is dangerous, but we cannot stop you if this is your path. Be careful, Zuberi. Zuberi knew she had to make her break from the magical world final, so she visited a sacred shrine in the forest, the shrine of Mambu, a powerful forest spirit who helped people follow new paths. She knelt before the spirit's altar and said, Great Mambu, I ask for your help. I want to leave my magical family and live freely in Mapendo. Please help me cut the connection. The spirit appeared in a soft blue light. I understand your wish, Zubuli, said Mambu, but know this. Your family will not be happy. They may curse you. Zuberi nodded with courage. I accept that. I want my freedom. Mambu lifted a glowing hand, and a warm wind circled Zuberi. The bond with her family was broken. Zuberi felt free, but a little afraid too. Later that night, deep in the forest, Zuberi's mother stood under the stars. Her eyes were full of tears and anger. She whispered into the wind, If you choose humans over us, may you never find peace with them. May they always leave you in pain. And so the curse began. Back in the village, Zuberi lived quietly. She still smiled and sold fruits at the market. The villagers loved her. They had no idea of the magic, the forest, or the curse that followed her. But Zuberi felt it. In her dreams, she saw shadows. In her heart, she felt sadness. Still, she hoped that one day, someone would love her truly and stay. 1 month later, a new merchant arrived in Mapendo. His name was Kwame, and he was 30 years old. He came from a faraway town and sold beautiful cloth and colorful beads. He was friendly, with a bright smile and clever words. When he saw Zuberi at the market, his eyes lit up. Who is she? He asked the boy. That's Zuberi, the boy replied. She's special, but no one knows where she's really from. Kwame went straight to her stall. Hello, Zuberi, he said with charm. I've heard about you. They say your smile can heal a tired heart. Zuberi laughed softly. They say too much, she replied. Over the next few weeks, Kwame kept visiting her. They talked, laughed, and shared small stories. Zuberi liked him. He was different, kind, easy to talk to. For the first time, she let herself feel happy again. One day, Kwame said, Zuberi, I like you. I want you to meet my family. Zuberi paused. Her heart beat faster. Okay, she said quietly. Let's go. They traveled to Kwame's village the next day. His mother welcomed them with a polite smile. But as the visit went on, she grew quiet and cold. After Zuberi left the room, she told Kwame, This girl, she brings strange feelings. I don't trust her. There's something not right. Kwame was shocked. But mother, she's kind. You saw it. His mother shook her head. No. I've heard stories. This girl is cursed. Later, Kwame sat beside Zuberi and said, I'm sorry, my mother doesn't want us to marry. Zuberi's heart broke again. She smiled weakly. I understand. She got up and walked away, tears in her eyes. Back in Mapendo, she returned to the shrine of Mambo. She cried, Please, I did everything right. Why can't I be loved? Mambo appeared again. Zuberi, your curse is strong, but I can help. I will remove it if you make a promise. What promise? She asked. You must never let anger live in your heart. If you get angry, the curse will return, stronger than before. Zuberi wiped her tears. I promise. Mambo lifted the curse with a soft wind. Zuberi felt lighter. Free. She went back to her life in Mapendo, now hoping again. She smiled at people. She stayed calm. She kept her heart open. One warm day, Zuberi went to the river to collect water. As she sat quietly, a man walked by. He had a kind face and calm eyes. Hello, he said. Are you okay? Zuberi looked up. Yes, I'm just thinking. Tajuri, he said. I'm new here. I'm Zuberi, she replied. Atieri sat down beside her. They talked for a while. His words were gentle and he didn't ask too many questions. Day by day, they met again. Slowly, Zuber felt a bond growing. Tatieri never pushed. He simply enjoyed her company. One day he said, Zuberi, I care about you. I want to be with you. Zuberi was quiet. I've had a hard past, she said. Are you sure? Yes. Tahili smiled. I want you just as you are. Zuberi smiled for real. Her heart felt full. They planned a small wedding in the village. The people were happy. Everyone loved the kind market girl and the new traveler. But that night, after the wedding, something terrible happened. Zuberi felt strange. Her body began to change. Her legs fused. Her skin turned into shiny scales. She tried to speak, but her mouth became a snake's mouth. Before Tajir's eyes, she turned into a giant python. Tajir screamed and ran. Villagers gathered. They saw the snake and stepped back in fear. Is this the curse? They whispered. The village elders called the oracle, a wise old woman who could speak with spirits. The oracle came and looked at the snake. Zuberi, she said, come forward. The snake moved slowly. In a low voice, Zuberi spoke. It is me. I am Zuberi. I only wanted love, but I was cursed. My family warned me not to love a human. I broke their rules. They cursed me so no man would ever stay. The crowd grew quiet. The oracle turned to Chiri. Do you want to say something? Tajiri looked ashamed. Yes, he said. I must tell the truth. I loved Zuberi's beauty, but part of me also wanted her riches. I thought I could gain power by marrying her. Gasps filled the air. The oracle was calm but firm. You lied to her, she said, so now you must live with the truth. You wanted her beauty and power, now you must accept her in all her forms. You will not leave her. This is your punishment. The villagers watched in shock as Tajiri nodded. He knew he deserved it. The oracle said, this will be a lesson to all. Never use love for selfish gain. Zuberi and Tachiri left the village together. They walked into the forest, back to where her family lived. Zuberi's mother appeared, her eyes sharp. So, you've returned, Azulit Tachiri. Tajiri stepped forward. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I want to make things right. After a long silence, Zuberi's mother said, then prove it. live with us, learn our ways. And so Tajiri stayed in the forest. He worked hard and changed. Over time, he and Zuberi found peace. Their love was not perfect, but it was real. And the people of Mapendo remembered the story. The girl from the market, the magic in the forest, and the curse that taught everyone the true meaning of love.